Welcome into episode 3 of WCATChats. I'm Chase Myers, joined alongside Slater Fogel and Wiley Lum. And we got a new sponsor in the house today, some Saratoga water brought to you by Thomas Schwartz.
If y'all have seen the reels online of Ashton Hall, it's a big hit nowadays. We're excited to come in and try some of it today. Later.
Yeah, we're really excited to talk about some typical things. But first, we're thrilled to invite on the Jindal twins, class of 26, to talk about tennis, their journey, the team this year, and learn a little bit about them.
All right,
welcome on, guys. Welcome on.
So I guess just first off, we had a big region win yesterday, winning the the region championship. What was that like for you all?
It was great, honestly. It was really stressful though, because before the match we thought we were gonna go win like 4-1, 5-0. Turned out it was really close. We went 3-2, decided by a couple of points.
Yep, got a big win from our two doubles, Drew Polsani, Dave Kataria. They really stepped up big this year. They've really been improving a lot this year.
And that's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
So when did y'all's tennis journey start?
We used to live in Indiana, and so I think we were around 8 or 9 years old. That's when it really started back then. We went to a local tennis center next to university and stuff, and that's when we started playing, and we kept on playing ever since then. Yeah.
Yep. Used to be big basketball guys, but we like tennis so much we stopped playing in middle school and committed fully to tennis.
Still are big basketball guys.
Pure
FC team.
Yeah.
Nice. So one thing I always get curious about tennis is like guys go through, like I have a friend who plays tennis competitively. It's like he's got like 4 rackets at these tournaments and stuff. How many rackets do you guys have? Like what brands? Like what's your go-to?
So right now I have, I think, 4 rackets also, like that guy. But so 2 of them are kind of different sizes than the other 2 because I don't know, my arm's hurting or something, I switched to that size. And then also the strings in the racket break like every week or 2. So you always have to be restringing the rackets and everything like that. So yeah, it just takes a while. It just takes a long time doing it. And a lot of tennis players, they have stringers at home and stuff, so they can just string it and stuff. But yeah, it just, a lot of rackets and stuff takes a while.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think you need 4. I think 2 to 3 would be good. But some people, if they don't have a stringer at home or something, they can't get it strung in time. So then it'll make sense to have 4 if you're keeping the racket with broken strings for a while.
Do you guys have a stringer?
Yeah, we have a stringer.
Okay.
Indeed.
Is that just a machine that does it, or do you have to like?
Yeah, we do it. There's like a manual and electric.
Yes.
We have an electric one.
What do you do when you string? Do you like put on some Netflix? Or
Yeah, I watch a show and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, some of them are a little more expensive than others, but yeah. Yes.
All right, so a lot of people probably want to know, but how do y'all kind of keep the motivation going in the circle before the matches? Like, what are we saying like before the match to try to motivate everyone and get that dub every day? Yeah,
so pretty much sometimes our seniors, like Devin, Arjun, shout out to them, they say a little quote or something like that. So you guys inspired, you guys going. And then Wiley, right here, he breaks down the team and stuff. He's really loud. He gets us all hyped before you play. Yeah, he's the guy in the middle breaking us down.
Yeah,
it's crucial.
It's a crucial part. Yeah, it's a crucial
exactly.
part.
Gets everyone started on the right foot. Gets everyone hype up for the match.
And Neil, I know we have some new updates on what our bracket's gonna be looking like for state. So
yeah.
What do you think our chances are and how we're gonna go against?
I'm liking how our bracket's looking. So I think since we won region yesterday, we know that we're gonna play Dalton in the first round of state. They should be pretty easy win. No offense. But our biggest opponents this year for winning state are Pace and Marist. And if they both win their region, they'll be on the other half of the bracket for us. So our path to the championship looks pretty good from this point.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I heard yesterday was April Fool's Day. I heard there's some tomfoolery going on. What was the deal with that?
So pretty much, as a tennis team, it's April Fool's, we want to do something fun for the team, something funny. We might have taken a little bit too far. But Jack Velarde, he's our one singles. he texted our coach that he had something really bad for lunch and he was feeling really sick. And so then the coach obviously believed him. And Coach Giza, he tracked down Jack's schedule in his Spanish class to see if he was there. And Jack was there, but Jack doubled down on it. He said he had to go to the nurse office afterwards. And Giza, he still believed that. So then he thought Jack wasn't going to play. So he was getting really, I don't know, he was getting really stressed out before the match. I wasn't there, but apparently he started yelling at a bunch of underclassmen. He started horsing around and stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was all good fun though.
Yeah, he got us back also in the huddle right before the match. He tells us, guys, I'm really sorry, but this is gonna be my last year with the team. And so we believed him. And then that was good. He really got us back there.
Yeah. What was his reaction to our April Fool's playing?
He was kind of mad. He was talking to some of the moms for like a good 15 minutes about it. Every time I walked by, he was like, I don't like you anymore. So I was like, so it'd be.
Yeah. Exactly. And what is this mentality coming into this state bracket and state championship? What are we bringing to the team that you think will bring us all the way to that state championship title?
Well, we're really trying to lock in right now because that's what Coach Giza's biggest motto is, telling us all to lock in. So we feel like we got the talent to compete with everyone in the state. I don't know, some people on our team, including me, mental game just not 100% there yet. I don't know, some of us need to chill out a little bit, not get too mad, not get too caught up in the moment. I feel like if we lock in mentally, then we'll win state.
Yep. Everyone just needs to take care of their respective points. Don't worry about if we're favored or not. Don't worry about the other team at all.
Yep.
How did the girls team do yesterday?
Oh yeah, girls team, they won. They did a good job. They won, I think 3-1. So it's closer than most of the other matches, but yeah, they won pretty easily. I think their one singles was gone that match. I don't really know why, but also they still won pretty easily though. But yeah.
Yeah, girls team's looking really good this year. I think they're top 10 in the country.
Yeah, they're really
so they're definitely favored to win state. They're a lot bigger favorites than us, but
we're gonna win the long side though.
Yeah, we'll both win.
Pull it out.
Yep.
So you guys seem pretty excited, locked in, geared towards state, but maybe highlight some of the performances from yesterday and throughout the season, some individuals on the team, both boys and girls.
Yeah.
Get some shout outs. Maybe.
Okay, well shout out to Jack Velarde. He's won singles this year. I mean, it's been a struggle because our top guys, I mean, we're solid, but a lot of other teams that we play have really good top guys. It's been a struggle recently because winning one singles is always really hard. Yeah, but shout out to him. He's still trying stuff. He's still competing. And then one dubs also, Neil and Devin. They've been really good this year also. They've been pretty much a lock this whole year. Also, Landon probably has the best record on the team. Can't remember the last time he's lost a match. He's been playing 3 singles. He's been playing really good. Then 2 dubs also. Drew and Dave, they are so clutch. Game clinching match last time.
Yeah, they started off the year kind of slow, underclassmen. But they really stepped up with the decisive win last night. And
Sean didn't give himself a shout out, but he also had a big win against Pace the other day. That kind of sets us up for a strong chance against them in the championship if that were to happen. But yeah, he's been playing good as well. We've just had a lot of necessary wins at singles that Sean's been pulling out and really bringing to the team.
Yep, shout out to Wiley also.
Oh yeah.
Wiley and Arjun have been the big team guys. They really kept the team together, kept the team hype. And then when they've played, they've really stepped up also.
I don't think they lost this year, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
undefeated this year.
Come out to support tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
Home courts.
Morgan County.
Playing a different lineup. Didn't try.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Watch Wiley play.
Yeah, and shout out the girls team also, the whole team. They've just been dominating everyone pretty much in play. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do specific shout outs, but everyone's winning. But yeah, it's not really
And Coach Morgan.
Oh yeah, Coach, happy birthday to him.
If you see him in the halls, you can wish him a belated birthday. But we had a nice
April
birthday for him
1st.
yesterday.
Yep.
One more thing I kind of had on my mind. You mentioned the struggles with the one singles. Coming off of a very stacked, was it 3-peat team last year, 4-peat team? 4-peat team with both the Brudell twins and Ryan Sager.
Yeah.
How is it, what is that kind of a loss? How does that impact the team? But you guys seem to still be really strong without them. How have you maybe grown up the last few years now, upperclassmen, and how are you guys, managing, leading this team, and ready to go try to win another state championship?
Yeah, that's a good question. But yeah, before with the Burdells they were 1-2 singles. They were the best and third best players in the whole state of Georgia. So they're pretty much a lock whenever they played. And now, I mean, me and Jack were 1-2 singles. It's a little bit different now. It's a little bit more of a struggle, but still, I think we've gotten much deeper this year. It's our 2 dubs this year. It's Dave and Drew, and they're really solid. I think they were one of the best 2 dubs teams in the whole state. So yeah, we just have the mentality now. I guess strength in numbers. And
Yeah,
so,
it's a huge difference in like the way that we're winning. Last year it was just the top guys would win every time. We'd win most matches 5-0 probably, but this time we need to rely. We're expecting Jack to lose most of his matches because we're just not as deep of a team.
Yeah.
So we're relying on like 3 singles and doubles also to win, and we've had a lot more close matches this year and a lot more pressure this year. But we've stepped up. Coach Giese even told us we're doing a lot better this year than he was expecting us to do.
Many times.
So it's going well.
That's good to hear. Next man up mentality. Kind
Yeah.
of seems like y'all use that depth, that's good. Good to hear.
Yeah.
It just shows that we didn't just rely on the Burdells last year. I mean,
Yeah.
we could still hold our own weight without some of the 2 best players in Georgia. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, shout out to them if they
Yeah, they
watch
really
this.
paved the way for us, trying to be as much like them, like on and off the court as leaders,
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much,
Yeah,
guys. That was
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Good
Thanks
luck
for
on the
having
rest of the
us.
season.
Yes, good luck on the rest of the
Let's
season.
bring home that state championship.
We will.
And anyone watching, show up to the state matches if you can, to the home state matches.
Where is that?
Home. I mean, we'll have some.
Oh.
some
That's true,
state
that's
bracket
true.
matches out. But yeah,
Big
thank you,
one
Jamal.
seed. Big one seed. All right.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed that segment. So yeah, we're gonna have a tough season with tennis coming up. But yeah, show up if you can, and yeah, thank you, Jindals.
That's right. Still exciting times. So many different sports going on right now. We got March Madness, MLB. I say we start with March Madness. Final Four preview.
Yeah.
What are y'all thinking?
Who more thinking of win?
Yeah.
I got Duke winning. I think they've just been so strong. That they huge win against Alabama. They look so strong against it and played great defense. I think they got the tallest team right now in the NCAA. So I think they just kind of showing out they got a really strong team. So I have them winning.
Yeah, what they've been doing has been really impressive. Shutting down Alabama. They halved their points between
crazy.
the next 2 games. So it's awesome.
Give me the Gators.
Why?
Might be a little biased opinion, but I think we'll talk about the tennis team, right? Gators have the best depth, in my opinion, in college basketball. They got a strong 9-guy rotation. We got 3 stud senior guards. Walter Clayton, I'm sure you've heard the name. He's the Cinderella guy of March Madness, although not really a Cinderella. He's been a good player all year. I think I saw something the other day. He scored the most points in single player points in March Madness this year. That's 89 or something over the 4 games they've played, something like that. But yeah, give me the Gators.
Compared to those other teams in the Final Four, I think Auburn has the most experience. I saw a stat. They have an older average age than the Atlanta Hawks as their starting lineup.
I did see that.
They have so much experience, and they've been doing it all year in the SEC. They're going to be tough.
I think people really view them as the underdogs in this Final Four, even with all 1 seeds. But I don't know. I mean, them or Houston really. But yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Houston, LJ Cryer, pretty awesome story. He could be the first player ever to win a national championship at 2 different schools. He won it with Baylor a few years back, so that would be
I know
pretty
that.
cool.
It is. But yeah, I mean, it'll be very exciting. It hasn't happened since 2008 to have all 1 seeds in the Final Four, which is just. I mean, some people kind of view that as a disappointment that March Madness isn't really supposed to have all 1 seeds, but it shows how strong with these new NIL deals, how these teams can just really have a really strong team and dominate over these others, and we'll just see how this affects it in the future. Whether this will be a consistent thing, happening more often in the future, where it's more top 1 seeds and 2 seeds coming in just because they have a more funded program or more money for the NIL. But yeah, it's just interesting to see that.
You also see a thing of their rosters where each player started versus where they are now. It's
Oh my
all
gosh.
completely different
Oh, it's
players
crazy.
because NIL is attracting these mid-major schools. They're all going to the big D1 school.
Yeah, I mean, now it's a shock if a player wants to stay at their own school. That's almost a surprise at this point. I mean, it's a good surprise, but in this time, it's just players will go immediately to the other team that pays them more money. So, what do y'all think about that with NIL?
I think it's really complicated, but for guys like Diego Pavia here, I wouldn't be wearing this shirt right here if NIL wasn't a thing. So he's going to be like 25 going into his senior year. After 2 years in JUCO, he got another year of eligibility because he wasn't able to make NIL money at JUCO. So I think for guys like him, he's not going to the NFL, but he'll be able to capitalize on his fame, which I think is good.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity. It kind of sucks that you can kind of, buy championships, is
right.
why they're saying, because, you lose the affinity for your school, right? Like when you go to a school to play a sport and you graduate, you're a fan of that team forever. But then you got these guys, going to 5 different schools and, you lose your, I guess, school pride, you could say. But, school records are never going to be broken again because, very few guys are out of school for even just 3 years, nonetheless, the full 4. I think I saw something on March Madness. Purdue was the only team in the entire bracket of 64 with all 5 guys starting at Purdue, which is, is sad to see, but good for them.
What do you mean all 5 guys starting?
Like they started their, like,
From last year?
no,
They
like
started their
their
careers.
entire, like, starting 5, like, started their career at Purdue.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah. Sorry, I phrased that bad. But yeah, it's interesting. Looking at our bracket we made, last episode, it's just like, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 26.8%, not great. But we did pick Florida to win, so got that. Actually, we
got the
picked
whole
the
Final
entire
Four.
Final Four right, so, we got that. We got all the 1 seeds. But I do think the Final Four will be good games, I'm sure there's no upsets, there's no Cinderella in there, but, Houston, held Tennessee to 15 points in the first half. It's that's tough to do.
Down for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough. The Final Four game is being on prom night, so I might not be able to see those live.
Yeah.
But the championship
That's
will
true.
be there Sunday night. All right. On to MLB season getting kicked off.
Yeah.
What have y'all been seeing?
Well, the Braves have not been it, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But overall, the MLB, it's been fun to watch. Just like watching baseball,
That's right.
See the
For someone like me, like who doesn't really watch the MLB and hasn't really gotten, what would you recommend to maybe someone watching or whatever, how to get like involved and keep watching the MLB?
I think it's like an easy sport to watch. I do it with, like, I put on the background with, doing other stuff. You don't have to, like, give your full attention to it. Like football, like, you can't really do something while watching football because there's, like, it's action every play. But baseball, you can kind of have it on the background. You see some action happening. But yeah, that's what's nice. It's a slow game. It's got sped up though with the pitch clock, obviously.
The season is so long, and you hear all these things about all these players. You kind of connect with them, and you see how they go throughout the season. You're really rooting for them to do well.
Yeah.
Especially like the Braves. I know they have great team chemistry and really likable guys like Ozzie Albies, Matt Olson, Austin Riley. Guys you're rooting for every day, and it's fun to watch them.
Yeah, but you got the torpedo bats debuted with the Yankees. I was watching that game a little bit, just like it was the only game on. It was the early game that day, and the Yankees beat the Brewers 20-9. And I watched that, and it was just like, it was incredible. It was just home run after home run. 9 home runs in that game. Poor Nestor Cortez, his return to Yankee Stadium was not good. But that was interesting. What do you think about the torpedo bats?
So it apparently follows the rules. It's not illegal. So I heard some other teams like the Braves have already ordered the bats, probably due to their offensive struggles so far. The Braves 0-6. We've had some tough matchups against the Padres and Dodgers over on the West Coast. Our offense has really just been lacking. But we know them. It's been 6 games.
Yeah,
they're still one of the favorites to win the World Series going in. I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, just really some deflating news with Jurickson Profar suspension and Ronaldo Lopez now being out for an extended period of time. So that's tough. Braves will get Strider back soon, Acuna back soon. So that'll be, I don't know if soon. I don't know when soon is, but at some point this year.
They're coming back soon.
So that'll be interesting. But we'll talk about April Fools for a little bit. That was yesterday. We had the Poisson d'Avril in Malone. If you got a fish and stuck it on someone's back, courtesy of French Honor Society. So I'm not a part of that.
Not?
No, but that was them. April Fools. I think there were some good April Fools jokes. I know my feed was pranking me all day yesterday. The Instagram feed. Yeah.
And then we had that tennis April Fools.
Yeah, tennis April Fools.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm not I wasn't too involved. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't do much pranking on April Fools.
I was fooled. I saw a graphic where Cooper Flag got DUI just in front of the Final Four. I was like, what is happening?
That's funny. Not funny. That would have been bad, but I mean that's a good prank for sure.
Yeah, I saw one actually this morning, but it was 15 hours ago, so it was on April Fools, and it was Bryson DeChambeau will not be playing the Masters because he took a football to the chest from Matt Stafford, and his chest was hurting. And I was like, I knew it was April Fools, but it got me excited about Masters, which is coming up soon. The Augusta Classic, one of the 4 majors for golf. Highly recommend. Even if you don't watch golf or play golf for all that. Golf's a fun sport to watch. I enjoy watching it on the TV. Sunday obviously is where all the action's at, but it's definitely a good kind of background thing to have on. And then Sunday really, watch someone chase someone down for the win or whatever it is, get that green jacket. But Masters is a enjoyable time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, and on that note, we have a random sports section. We're going to try to keep that going.
Which is golf related.
Which is golf related. We kind of connected that there. But disc golf, which is, I don't know, not many people know what it is, but not many people know, I guess the professional side of it. But for people that don't know, it's like a game where people will throw flying discs into targets,
Frisbee.
which are
small, it's basically a small frisbee, yeah.
And to targets that are I guess metal. How would you describe it? Metal.
It's like a metal pole with a chain.
Yeah, chains that go around it.
Surrounding it.
And it's pretty much like scoring traditional golf-wise. You want to just get there, get to the hole, or get to the target in as many throws as you can. But
least throws.
Yeah. And the least throws.
Yeah. So
on the professional side, we have the 2025 MVP Music City Open in Nashville, Tennessee. And we have our defending champions, Kristen Latt and Simon Lizotte. And yeah, so if you can, I guess tune into that online. But yeah, that's our random sport for this week.
April 4th to April 6th, that is this weekend.
I'm actually a big disc golf guy. I have my own bag. At summer camp, I would play in the morning, so you'd get up early. I got my own drivers, mid-range, and the frisbees. So it's a lot of fun if you never tried it.
Are there different sizes?
They're different sizes, different types, and some of them are a lot cooler than other ones.
Curve.
Yeah, they curve differently. It's a whole thing, but it's really a lot of fun. If you
and
get out
I think there are some Atlanta locations around where you
definitely.
can definitely go in there and play some. I have no idea where they are, if I'm being honest, but I'm sure you can
They're
find
out
them
there
online.
somewhere.
Yeah.
They're out there somewhere.
There's definitely a good amount around Atlanta. And
Played once or twice at camp, ironically, too. But,
it's an easy sport to do, too.
It is. It's fun. It's, yeah.
Probably a hard sport to get good at, but easy sport to learn. And yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in, but I think that's going to do it for this Wednesday morning. WCATChats, episode 3 with us. We'll see you guys next time.
And just a lot of stuff to look out for this week. We got tennis matches and other stuff. So just keep tuned on the announcements. But yeah.
All right, go Cats.
Go Cats.
Congrats.